Chairman. I'm a physician and had the pleasure of leading a hospital and a group of physicians through meaningful stages 1 and 2. I've been using a electronic medical record now for a couple years. I'm intrigued with the value. Someone here in the review mentioned that a medical record is worth 10 times more than some other records you would hack. What brings the value to people? What's in there that brings value and to start with? And I'm not sure who could answer that question the best.
If I can clarify, do you mean in terms of the value of a medical record versus, say, a tax record or a credit card?
I guess so. In one of the testimonies, someone said that on the black market, it would be worth 10 times another type of record.
What I would say is that one of the benefits with electronic health records and information is the fact that the accessibility of that information, not only to patients if they're able to access it, but to other healthcare providers, can help to assure that the treatments, the drugs prescribed to particular patients, if they have a full view of their individual's overall health records, that could be very positive and beneficial to the healthcare of that individual. But at the same time, what we have found in our audits of reviewing the security and the privacy controls over that information is that while the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services have come up with guidelines for that through HIPAA and the security and privacy rules, the actual use and implementation of controls on certain health information technology has not been adequately reviewed in some respects to assure that those capabilities have been designed into the technology and that, in fact, at some of the healthcare providers, that information and those controls are effectively implemented.
Yeah, I guess I'm not explaining my question very well. I certainly understand about physician-to-physician transfer of records and that we used to go from a 1 page of information, now it's 40 pages, and it's almost a worthless piece of document. My question is on the black market, when people are hacking medical records, what makes it 10 times more valuable than a credit card or other things they hack into? What do they do with it?
Well, I think I'll take an attempt at that. Something like a medical record, to your point about the 40 pages of information, that's going to contain a lot of effectively metadata that perhaps would not be available in just a credit card type hack or whatever. So you're going to be able to get probably be able to get a person's social security number, their date of birth, their address. So that can be used for other attacks. You might then be able to use that to hack the person's credit card details or their tax return. But also you're going to have a list of medical conditions that can be used for extortion purposes in the most extreme case, but also basic things like prescription fraud. You can see who is the does the patient have any controlled substances prescribed to them, where their pharmacy is, and you've also got all the information now to be able to impersonate that person and potentially go and steal their records. So it's a little bit of a gold mine. You've got a lot of information in the same place that can be very valuable and used.
One of my bigger concerns will be Medicare fraud, Medicaid fraud. People pretending like they're a physician, they've got this person's health record, and they bill Medicare and Medicaid for procedures never done. Are we seeing much of that now, or how big of an issue do you think it actually is today?
I can't personally speak to that, but it's certainly very feasible with the information available.
Okay. When someone made the statement it was 10 times more valuable to have that record than say a credit card record, is it 10 times 10 cents? Is it 10 times $1? Give me what's a black market value of something like this?
Well, I can't tell you the exact value of a Medicare record, or sorry, a medical record now, but I will tell you to calibrate that credit card information goes for cents. It is that much of a commodity space now. So your credit card details are probably, worth 10 or 20 cents.
And this might be theoretically then worth $10 or $20. If you could hack into my physician's office and I have 5,000 records there, that it might be worth 5,000 times $10 to somebody.
Conceivably, I couldn't put an
Potentially.
exact figure on
Okay.
it, but yes.
Thank you. I yield back.